Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. How are students? Are you all fine at your homes? Be safe, be careful about your health, about your hand wash, and be safe. Alhamdulillah, we are also safe. Thank you so much. Next, today's lesson is about the graphical analysis of motion. As you are well aware, in the previous class, in the previous resume class, we discussed about types of motion in the chapter 2 kinematics. We discussed in detail what are the types of motion and mean translatory, rotatory, vibratory, and all example of each. Also, we discussed about when body is at rest and when it is in motion, and something also about relative motion. All was discussed in the kinematics, unit 2 kinematics, first Zoom class. Now we are going to discuss today graphical analysis of motion. Now let's learn that what is graph. Graphical analysis of motion. Let's see or let's learn what is graph. A graph is a diagram showing a relation between two quantities in the form of a line. Line may be curved or straight. Variables. The quantities between which a graph is plotted are called variables. Variables are of two types. Number one, independent variable, the quantity which does not change or does not depend on any other quantity. It is called independent variable or independent quantity. It is plotted along x-axis or it is plotted horizontally. Number two, dependent variable, the quantity, the value of which varies with independent quantity is called dependent variable or dependent quantity. It is plotted along y-axis or vertically. Now, distance time graph. Its first form is in a distance time graph, time is taken along x-axis while distance is taken along y-axis. There are three types of distance time graph. Number one, object is at rest. In this graph, as shown in the figure, the distance moved by the object with time is 0. Can you tell me what is the distance on which the line is drawn horizontally? Yes, it is 15. Between 10 and 20, it is 15 meter. In this graph, as shown in the figure, the distance moved by the object with the time is 0. It means distance remains same as time is passing. So uh, distance moved by the object remain fixed or no distance is more covered by the object while in motion. Slope. The slope of distance time graph gives us speed. Hence, slope is equal to vertical divided by horizontal. As you see, it is horizontal line. So vertical component or vertical part of the graph is 0. So 0 divided by 15 is equal to 0. Hence, the speed is 0 meter per second. Next, number two, When object is moving with constant speed, the distance time graph is a straight line inclined to the time axis as shown in the figure. This graph shows that moving object covers equal distances in equal intervals of time. For more explanation, please see in first 5 seconds the distance covered is 10. In next 5 seconds, mean when total time is 10 seconds, the distance covered is 20. Likewise, in each successive 5 seconds, the distance covered is 10. So for which the lines are joining distance to the time axis. Slope. The slope of the distance time graph gives speed of the object. Consider 2 points A and B. On the graph, speed is equal to slope of the line AB and is equal to distance EF, mean vertical component, divided by time, mean horizontal component, is equal to 20. 20 is taken from 30 minus 10. F, subtract E, value of E from value of F. So 30 minus 10 is equal to 20. Subtract 5 minus 15. 15 minus 5 is equal to 10. So is equal to 2 meter per second. Therefore, speed is equal to 2 meter per second. Number 3, when object is moving with variable speed, the distance time graph as shown in the figure is a curved line which shows that the moving object does not cover equal distances in equal intervals of time. Hence, speed of the object is variable or changing speed. That is, at every moment speed is new one or speed is different from the previous point. Slope. The slope of the curved line at any point P can be found by drawing tangent at that point. So let's select a point P on the curved path, draw a dotted line QA which touch the graph at point P. So this will act as tangent. Slope at point P or tangent is equal to RS. The vertical component of the graph is RS divided by QS. So 30 minus 0 is equal to 30 divided by 10. 15 minus 5 is equal to 10. So after calculation, we get 3 meter per second. The speed at point P is 3 meter per second. Thank you very much. Be happy and smile. Keep on revising all your work. Thank you so much.